Imagine a world which is free of stereotype, which is free of gender bias, which is free of prejudice. Yes, we really want to live a world which is free from inequality. This 8th March, we are going to celebrate International Women's Day, and we are all once again going to really dedicate a day for the women's. But are we really free enough? We are really doing enough for the equity of the women's. This is really an important call for the mankind to answer, to self-introspect, and to once again rise up for the factor of equity. We once again are ready to really make sure that we are really doing enough to make a particular part of the society rise up. But is it still our stereotype? Are we really able to fight with the gender bias? Are we really having enough equity and equality in our society? Many a times people really often mistake with equality and equity. Equality is just to ensure that you are really giving equal rights to people. But when you talk about equity, we have to ensure that we have really paying that proper judgment in doing the proper distribution in terms of the societal rights, the economic rights for the women's. And still today we can find that there are many such places where women have to be really very much difficult in facing these challenges, and there are situations where we are still biased when it comes to making sure about their ability and their compensation. So it's time for people to understand that we should stop judging people just for their nationality, ethnic, linguistic, or their sex. We have to understand that people are really judged for their talent and for the reason who they are. This time, the United Nations have coined the theme, like every year, gender equity as an important topic, and that's why they call it digital, which means how we can really enthuse this equity through the digital innovation and digital facility for everybody, how we can involve technology and innovation to bring that equity among people. It has been surveyed by the United Nations that still today, when internet is the lifeline for the entire mankind, only 37 people of 37% of the population of the women are only using internet. That means approximately 259 million or so is only using internet. So we have to ensure that how we can really help this bigger part of the women who are still deprived of using this innovation and technology. This time, digital is going to make it a mission, a campaign, that how exactly we can make the women empowerment a happening thing. It all started in 1908 when 15,000 women or so, they came out in the streets of New York for their rights of equality. They all demanded for a fair pay, shorter hours of work, and very soon we could see that people started talking about women's rights. And much after, in 1975, the first time people declared this day as Women's Day, and just 2 years after, United Nations 1977 8th March declared this day officially as a day dedicated for the women's achievement. So what exactly is the importance of this day? Is it just a day which we have dedicated for a better cause? We have to really understand. Unless and until we really understand the importance of equity in our every sector, in our every part of our life, whether we talk about our professional or the social segment, we have to understand that really it is deep-rooted with our culture, with our belief. And it's time for us to really stand up so that we don't have to so far use the words which are related only with the masculine and not feminine. So this is not a fight for just a feminist or just a fight for someone who really is thinking to empower the women, but it is a fight for all mankind to support equality for all. So let's make sure that this Women's Day, 8th March, we are ready to embrace the equity, and we are really ready enough to embrace the change of equity for all.